this
Well,
one?
Jessica Atreides is the bound concubine of the Duke, Leto Atreides. She's the mother of Paul. She's also Bene Gesserit trained. She is a character that runs through most of the story. She undergoes quite an interesting journey herself, from being a very, what can I say, hang on. She and the Duke have been together for a very long time, and their love is very, very strong. And she was told to have a daughter, that she would become the partner of the Duke, that she would have a daughter, and this daughter would then be married to some Harkonnen heir and maybe end the feud finally. She decided to go against this training, this generations of work that's gone into planning this moment. She had a son instead because she loved the Duke so much and he wanted a son. And that's sort of where we're at when we begin the story, where we first meet her. She is in this place where she has gone against the very thing she's been brought and bred to do because of this enormous love. And her journey through the story is sort of what happens because of that one and only decision that she made on her own behalf, for him and her, for their love. I'd never done any science fiction before, so I thought it might be something like Star Wars, but it's not at all. It has resonances. But it's a very good story. I was very interested on how philosophical it could be, or there are many other things in there that he's writing about that sort of new paradigm thoughts, which I was surprised at. I thought maybe he might be a hippie, or Frank Herbert. Well, enormously. I mean, Storaro Vittorio is such a master of his craft, and I'm just waiting for anything that he'll suggest, because he has such wonderful ideas, and he only thinks about the frame. It doesn't mean anything if it's not within the frame, and it's very stimulating being around somebody who's that experienced, as in any walk of life. He was a huge factor for me in accepting such a huge job, such a large undertaking. The fact that Storaro was shooting this was an enormous pull for me to be involved in this project on something that I'd never done before. I was very curious to see how someone like him worked. I've worked with Alec all the way through this. I think we have more to do with each other than anybody, and we're still very good friends. So that says something about our working relationship. It's brilliant. It's been wonderful, and the people. I mean, it sounds such a cliche, but the people are great. Well, he's a very nice man, and I'm curious to know how he stays so human under such stressful conditions, but he is still extremely approachable. You can talk to him about almost anything. He's great company, very patient, and he's been godsend, really. I mean, I don't think this shoot would have been as happy as it is if he hadn't been directing it.